Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Evening Reel. I'm your host, kwimei, and thank you for tuning in. If you missed the last broadcast, which was the first premiere of the Evening Reel, don't worry, you can still go watch it. It is a VOD on my channel. So, if you just go to my channel and click on the live section, you will be able to see all my past live streams, which includes the Evening Reel, and also all of my Danganronpa fan dub. If you are interested in Danganronpa, that was a project I did previously this year, which was a lot of fun. So, without further ado, let's get real. So, as I find a spot for me to fish at, have you guys seen the new Minecraft movie trailer that just dropped? It literally happened yesterday, and I saw clips of it on TikTok, and it didn't look great. And then I woke up today and I proceeded to go watch it, and it didn't look great. And neither did the trailer before it, to be honest. I mean, overall, it's not. I just don't like the movie. To be honest with you, I feel like that's the consensus for most people, is that the movie is just not good. Like, genuinely, they could have done so many other things for the movie. But you know what they decided to do? They decided to do whatever it was they did for the movie, which isn't great. Like, you could have done so many other things. Okay, I kind of want to get over to this rock, but I've never actually practiced this enough to get on to the rock, so, what, okay, hold on, watch this, first try. Oh, that's so awkward. Okay, watch this, first try. Oh, okay, watch this, first try. Alright, I'm not doing this any better. Okay, one more try. Wait, how do people do this? I've seen people do this, but I don't know how they do it. How do they do it? Meow. You have to hit, like, a specific spot, which I can't seem to hit. Okay, I'm running away. But, yeah, no, that Minecraft movie, I am not enjoying it. They could have done so many other plots. As in, they could have done some story about Herobrine, maybe, because Herobrine's, like, a huge part of the Minecraft in general, of, like, just a funny creepy pasta or whatever. But, like, they could have done something about Herobrine, or even something about, like, Steve and whatnot. What? Viewer, if you're calling Minecraft movie trailer was so dog, you are not wrong, and everybody shares the same opinion. Dude, the Minecraft movie, I can't nail this. We're gonna be here for a while as I try to get this. The Minecraft movie trailer was so bad. Like, why is it hyper realistic? Minecraft is literally 16 by 16 pixels, or it's 64 by 64, but you get what the point is. Like, why is it hyper realistic? Why did they do that? It doesn't make sense. I was literally talking to my friend today, saying how, no! I was so close! On the goat. Alright, well, I did it. This is the spot. Anyway. Now we get to fish after doing all of that. But they literally could have just, like, made the Minecraft movie in Minecraft and just used a 256 like times 256 realistic Minecraft texture pack, and that would have given the same exact effect as the movie that they're making. Also, like, it just bothers me. Like, they had so many plot. They could have done something about Herobrine. They could have done something about Steve and, like, going to beat the Ender Dragon. If they wanted it to be creative, it could have been some story about Steve learning about the importance of creativity and how, even though there's not a goal in sight, that the whole point is the journey that they went on. But no, what did they choose instead? They chose whatever. Thank God The Rock isn't in it, though. You're so right. And instead, we have Jason Momoa. I'm joking. I don't have anything against Jason Momoa. All of the characters just feel so out of place. Instead of The Rock, we have Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Also, I had no idea that the actor who played Enid in Wednesday, what's her name? Emma Myers, I think. I didn't know she was in it. Even though I had seen the trailer twice, I think it's because her hair color is different, which I didn't like clock that she was in the trailer. But after I found that out, I was like, what the heck? And also, I was reading the description in like the trailer that was dropped yesterday, and Jennifer Coolidge is in it. Like, what? This cast is so random. My name is the Cobblestone. Imagine. That would have been awful. But, like, no, literally, the Minecraft movie is just like, I'm going to watch it, um, when it comes out, which I think is, like, in April. But, like, I'm not excited for it. I just want to know, like, I don't, from the trailer I can't even pick up what the plot of the movie is about. All I got is that there are zombified piglins that come out from the nether and attack them, and then they're like, oh my god, we need to save the world. With the power of friendship, we have to come together and save Minecraft. Like, together we are Minecraft. Like, what is the plot going on here? I genuinely don't understand, and I'm like not looking forward to it, but I'm so interested. Anyway, I just realized, do I not have bait? Oh, that would explain why I've been sitting here and not fishing anything. Always check your bait. But like, literally, they could have done so many other things, and yet that's what they proceeded to choose, and I'm just so upset about it. And it's like, Mojang is working on this movie, and they were like, oh yeah, this is great for a Minecraft movie. No! No! Oh my god, did you miss the whole point of Minecraft? You could, they could have hired people who have worked on Minecraft roleplays. I have seen Minecraft roleplays produced better than the Minecraft movie, and these Minecraft roleplays are free. They're free, and just use mods, and they look amazing. Like, if you've heard of White Pine before, that's a recent Minecraft series going on, and the cinematography is great. All of it is great. Like, what happened with the Minecraft movie? There has genuinely not been a good adaptation of like a video game or an anime that I've seen. All of the adaptation, like live action adaptation, is just so bad. Also, why is it live action? Or just why is it so hyper realistic? I'm trying to think of the last hyper realistic movie that I watched that I really didn't like, because it's like, you don't have to make it hyper realistic. That's not the point. It's supposed to be a video game. Why are you making it real life? I don't get it. And it just, oh, it irks me, and I'm not excited. The Sonic movie was so good. That was a hyper. Okay, I haven't seen the Sonic movie. I did originally see the trailer for it, but I haven't actually seen it myself. I do know that they changed what Sonic looked like between like the first trailer and the next one, I think. I can't really remember, but I feel like I saw stuff about people being like, we bullied the company hard enough to change what Sonic looked like. But like, in my opinion, the only good, okay, these aren't really movies, but the best adaptations that I've seen of like an anime or a video game is Arcane, obviously, and oh shoot, it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, anime, One Piece. The One Piece live action I think was actually pretty decent. From what they had to go off of in source material, I think they did a great job. I do think it still kind of fell flat because they had to like mix a lot of the like not fantasy, but it's just, not realistic stuff like Luffy with the being made out of rubber, like having to translate that into real life. It just doesn't work that well, but they pulled it off in an okay manner, I would say. So it's like, I'm not too upset about it. I enjoyed it a lot. It actually got me into One Piece. Watching the live action, I proceeded to read most of the manga. I say most of the manga. Let me clarify. I got halfway through the manga because the manga is like what, 1,000 plus chapters, and I managed to get to chapter 450 before I stopped watching because I didn't like the filler, and I haven't like gone back to read it since. And I think it's been like an entire year since then. Oh yeah, wasn't there that the Pikachu detective movie? I didn't see it, but I've seen trailers about it, and that's also like the weirdly hyper realistic Pokemon, and it's like, why? Why did you do that? Why did you make the Pokemon hyper realistic? You didn't have to. You know, it's like I just don't get it. It kind of gives, when you make something that isn't in real life already, you know, video game, fantasy related things that don't exist, and then you port it into real life and make it hyper realistic, it just gives uncanny valley to me. It just freaks me out. It's just like, this shouldn't exist, but people made it exist anyway. And it's just not, it's just personally not for me. But whatever. The other people may like that, but it seems like the whole collective agreement about the Minecraft movie is that it's going to be trash no matter what, and I think I will forever hate the Minecraft movie even if the story is good. I will admit, if the plot is actually good, I will admit that it's good, but I still won't like the movie, just from what I'm seeing and whatever. But speaking of something else I don't like, I don't know how many of you guys play Genshin, but the new Genshin banner dropped yesterday, I think, for one of the new Natlan characters, and Natlan is one of the regions in Genshin. And let me just say, I don't like most of the Natlan designs. I don't know if this is a controversial take or not, but I genuinely don't like the designs. It's not good. They don't, how do I put this? They don't mesh well with Genshin because there's no like other element to tie the design to Genshin. If you go and look up all of the Genshin characters, like literally every character before Natlan, so just Fontaine and before, all of the designs are so good. And then Natlan came out, and I don't know what they did with it. Like, why did they do that? One of the characters that got dropped yesterday on the banner, her name is Chaska, I think, and her ability is to like float on a giant gun and like shoot things, and that's like cool. I did the demo and it was cool to like watch that or whatever, but I guess because there aren't any like other things to tie in why she has this gun is like weird. Or the Archon of Natland, Malika, I think is how you pronounce her name. She has a motorcycle, which is really cool, but it looks so out of place in Genshin because it just doesn't match the style. Like, it's just like a motorcycle. And there's no real lore to connect, in my opinion, the motorcycle to like Genshin. I think in Natlan lore they're supposed to have this really advanced technology, which is why they have these things, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like Sumeru and Fontaine did a much better job at tying in modern elements with like that. Like in Sumeru, they basically have like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, but they explain it as a specific system that works in a really specific way, which makes sense why it's in Genshin. But then Natlan just has guns and motorcycle. Well, technically Fontaine also has guns, but they're more kind of I had the word on the tip of my tongue. I was gonna say rifles. I'm not really sure. If you look up the character Clorand and what's her name, Chevreuse, they both have like pistols or not pistols. Like ah, the the picture is in my head, but I don't know what they're called. But they just fit more with Genshin in my opinion. And I've seen a lot of discussion online already about this, about the designs of Natlin and the everything about it. And Natlin is cool. It's just not my favorite region as of right now because, well, Inazuma is my favorite region, period. So there's no way to top that. And just so you guys know, there will be a future broadcast in which I will talk about all Inazuma lore and yap about that because I went through a phase of not enjoying, but basically that, of just Inazuma lore. All I did was research Inazuma, look up Inazuma. I really liked Inazuma, okay? It's such a good thing. It's such a good lore. I think it could have been executed a lot better, but anyway, that's not the point of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Natlin. I don't like the designs, I don't like the abilities. I think there are like two characters that are actually really cool, and besides that, I do not like it besides for that. But speaking of Genshin, because we're already on this topic, and I did mention Inazuma before, this is just crazy. I was thinking of stories to tell during this broadcast. You know, silly little stories that happen to me because I'm not gonna lie, I'm as of right now, I don't have a lot going on. I've just been putting this all together and like thinking of future content that I want to make. So I haven't really been doing a lot of fun things of, wanting to I have not been out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Inazuma. So I just need you guys to remember Inazuma and the Raiden Shogun, because this will be important later in the story. So we're moving on to renfaire. My experience with renfaire this year, because that was a lot of fun. I also got a treasure chest with $100 because I only get $100. But let me pull up something real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. Close that. Oop. Okay, so wheat. Okay, so basically, I went to renfaire with one of my friends last month, and it was actually a lot of fun. I went and thrifted all of my little outfits that I wanted. We had to prep for 2 days for outfits because we went on the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. I think that's like basically the only time they're open. But anyway, oh, another treasure chest. But I went and thrifted and I got stuff for my outfits. If you're curious, the first outfit that I wore on Saturday, it kind of gave Flynn Rider from Rapunzel, Tangled. There we go. From the movie Tangled, Flynn Rider, kind of had that vibe going on, which was really cool. And then the next day, I had kind of like a safari adventure person. It's kind of like what someone would wear just like going through the jungle, I guess, or just adventuring. Or you could say it was like modern Shaggy, because I was wearing brown corduroy pants, a white t-shirt, and then a green like loose button up over top of it. And yeah, so those were my outfits. They were really fun to put together, and I really, really liked them. But another little accessory that I had... Wait, a glistening diamond? Hold on. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. I don't know if I had that already. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. But basically another accessory that I had to my outfit was a little Yaimiko plush. It's literally one that the official Genshin Impact store sells. It's the little Yaimiko keychain. And I had that. I had the little Yaimiko on my like little belt loop. I kind of made a funny joke to my friend that like Miko is my familiar, which is why I had her with me. Um, and it's kind of like she was in her fox form. It's like the little baby fox form. So if you know Genshin, then you know what it's from. But if you see a little pink fox on my hip and you don't know what Genshin is, you would most likely assume it's just like, you know, a little plushie of some animal or something. But I had Yaimiko on my pants leg, or my waist, my belt loop, because I do really like Yaimiko. That plushie is so cute. The plushie is actually right next to me. She's just so cute. But we pull up to renfaire really early in the morning because we originally wanted to get there at the start of the day so we could walk around. Now, this is going to be important later, but I turned to my friend, and we're making jokes. We're at Ren Fair, you know, the fantasy type thing. You can see a lot of people, everybody's dressing up, you know, in the fantasy clothing, Renaissance, whatever, all the Ren Fair type clothing. And my friend and I kind of start joking around that we're going to see some Genshin people because Genshin is kind of a fantasy medieval game, and some characters from the game you could definitely cosplay as renfaire, and it would kind of just pass off as like normal clothes. So we start joking around at who we would see at renfaire, and so my friend makes a joke that we'll probably see Venti because Venti is just like in Genshin, Venti is a bard that plays music, and it fits the renfaire vibe, right? And if you know anything about the character Raiden Shogun or Inazuma, Inazuma is very Japanese inspired, I would say. I mean, that's literally it. Inazuma is quite literally based off of Japan. So, the Raiden Shogun doesn't really wear anything renfaire, very Japanese-styled clothing, kimono, I don't know what you call the sandals that they wear, but the wooden sandals, stuff like that, right? And so I make a joke to my friend, and I say, imagine I see the Raiden Shogun here, right? Just as like a silly thing, like, oh, there's no way that I would see the Raiden Shogun. Why would I see the Raiden Shogun? And so I make that joke, and we go off to renfaire, doing everything. For the first day, since we are going for 2 days, we decided for the first day to just walk around and explore all the stores, see if there's anything we want to buy, which we don't, by the way, because a renfaire is expensive, if you didn't know. So I actually barely bought anything from renfaire. I mostly just bought food because I quite literally bought a water bottle, and there's a food called bacon on a stick, and I think total that was like $18 to $20. I remember this specifically. The water bottle to buy it at renfaire was $5. Okay, so it's like you can kind of understand how expensive renfaire is, and if you've been to renfaire, obviously you would know. But we're walking around a lot of the stores, checking out stuff. We're both really freaking broke, and so we're not really able to buy anything. I think both of us had really small things that we really wanted to buy, but again, they were all expensive. I really, really, really wanted to buy a cape to wear, but excuse me, I could not find one because all of them were expensive. Also, a lot of them were, it would be the cape and a hood, which is, I didn't want the hood, I just wanted the cape part. I like capes. I don't know what they're called when it has a hood with them, but that's just not what I wanted. And so, I couldn't find anything like that. And so, we keep walking around, going through the different stores, and I think it's midday, and both of us are really tired because neither of us, okay, I did not get good sleep the night before going into day one of renfaire. I'm going to tell you this right now. I got terrible sleep. I think I got 5 hours of sleep. I was sleeping on like a pull-out bed or a pull-out sofa, and it was terrible. I could not fall asleep. If I did, I would just wake up and move around. It just was not great. So I was really tired by the midday of day one going to renfaire, and so both my friend and I decided that we should just leave because we're both tired, and there wasn't really anything else we wanted to do at renfaire that day. We just wanted to look around and do all of that, and so we thought it'd just be good to head home back to the Airbnb that we rented so we could shower and take a nap because both of us were exhausted from all of the walking. I think we had been walking for 5 hours at that point. And anyway, we are leaving. We are going to leave renfaire, and I'm just looking around, looking at everybody's what they're wearing, their costumes and whatnot, because I'm trying to gauge what people are wearing so for next year I can improve on my outfit, right? And lo and behold, you remember when I said to keep in mind Raiden Shogun and how I joked to my friend that, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I saw the Raiden Shogun at renfaire? Yeah, so I think you guys could have seen this coming since I started this story. I was looking around, and lo and behold, I see the Raiden Shogun sitting on a bench underneath a tree with a group of other Genshin cosplayers or people like wearing renfaire costumes. And I literally lost my mind. I got so excited, I think I gasped and proceeded to freak out. And I think one of the people that were there at one of the cosplayers' friends saw me freak out, and I think if they had looked over, they would have seen the Miko plush on my belt loop. So they definitely knew that I recognized the Raiden Shogun. And I'm not going to lie with you, I wish I got a picture with that cosplayer, but we were so tired that I wasn't really thinking about it. But now that I think about it, I'm like, wow, I truly wish I went and asked for a picture with that cosplayer because, oh my god, I cannot believe I saw the Raiden Shogun. I just didn't think it was possible. And, I'm hoping if I go to, when I go to renfaire next year, that I'll see Raiden Shogun again. She had the engulfing lightning spear, like, Shogun's signature weapon with her. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually her. And the more I think about it, I'm just like, wow, I could have taken a picture with this Raiden Shogun cosplayer and held the little Miko plushie next to her. It would have been great. But unfortunately, that did not happen. But I was just really surprised to see the Raiden Shogun there. Also, speaking of kind of anime at renfaire, we walked into this one store with a lot of swords that were both from like animes and video games and stuff, and we actually found a weapon from Genshin Impact. But anyway, they just had a lot of swords, so they had the Master Sword, swords from Genshin, all of this, and I'm looking at the wall of swords, and I'm like, no way. Is that the sword from Sword Art Online? The sword that Kirito uses? Shoot. What's the name? This is so funny because I knew the name of his sword whenever I first saw it, because this might sound cringy, but in Minecraft, I would rename my sword to Kirito's sword. I think it starts with an E. What? Wait, what is Kirito's sword called, and why can I not remember? Kirito's sword name. The Elucidator. I literally was like, no way that's the Elucidator from Sword Art Online, and my friend was so sick and tired of me because I feel like most people wouldn't know that information, even if you've seen Sword Art Online, unless you purposefully proceeded to memorize that. that his sword name is Elucidator, but I saw that at that sword store, and that was just super silly that they had that sword and a spear. Oh my goodness, a large gar. Okay, anyway, they also had some genshin spear. I don't remember which one. I think it was a spear. I don't think it was a sword. But yeah, that sword had that, and then that was day one, basically. I don't think anything else happened on day one besides that, and then me seeing that Raiden Shogun cosplayer. And then fast forward to day two, we decided that day to watch the shows that go on at renfaire. They're like different. There's like a whole schedule of people and what they're performing, from music performances to comedy performances to stuff like that, right? And so my friend and I, that's what we decided to do that day, was do that and mainly just chill. We actually showed up way later. Oh, nice. I completed a quest. We decided to show up way later in the day instead of showing up super early because we just wanted to sleep. We were tired and wanted to sleep and not have to wake up early. Anyway, let me just tell you this, some advice if you decide to go to renfaire and it's open from like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and just show up at like 2 to 3 p.m. Traffic isn't bad. It's way more chill, and it might be hot for the first hour or so, but then it just cools down because it becomes the evening, and it's just so nice afterwards. So my friend and I pull up around 3 p.m., I think, and we just walk around, go watch shows, and like do all of that. And now I forgot what I was going to say because I thought there was something else that was going on. Did something else happen on day two? I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, another cosplayer that I ran into. If you've seen Shield Hero, I don't remember the full title of the anime, but it's Shield Hero. There's two characters, Natsumi and oh no, her name is Raptalia. Not Natsumi. Hello? It's Naofumi. It's Naofumi and Raptalia from Shield Hero. I saw two people cosplaying as them, right? As like my friend and I pulled up to renfaire. We had just parked, and as we were walking to the gates, I saw Naofumi and Raptalia, and I was like, no way, that's them from Shield Hero. And then because I remembered day one and how I deeply regretted not getting a picture with the Raiden Shogun cosplayer, it was my goal, day two, to get a photo with these cosplayers. Now, I just need you guys to know something about me. I have anxiety. I also have social anxiety. Maybe, perhaps, probably. I'm just really awkward, and I'm not the best at being able to walk up to people and just strike up a conversation. I'm very much the I won't talk to you unless you talk to me first. Like, I will not approach you unless you approach me first, or for some odd reason I have some agenda in which I need to talk to you and walk up to you. But anyway, I missed my original chance as we're walking to renfaire to ask them for a picture because I was just too nervous to ask them. And my friend reassured me that we would most likely run into them again at renfaire, since it's kind of just a giant circle in which you walk around and whatever. And I ran into the same people a lot, or like, you know, people wearing the same outfits and stuff. I ran into them over and over. So I was just like, okay, you're right. Like, I will have my chance later to ask them for a photo. And so the entire time that we're walking around renfaire and like watching shows, I have my eyes peeled, ready to find these cosplayers and take a photo with them, because it was my God-given right to take a photo with these cosplayers. And then lo and behold, the opportunity finally arises. My friend and I decide to go get some food because we're both hungry. And I think this is when I get a bacon on a stick or some food, and as I'm ordering the food and waiting for it, I turn and I see those cosplayers, Naofumi and Raftalia, sitting and eating. And I was like, oh my god, this is my moment to strike. But I also felt weird because they were eating, so I didn't want to interrupt them as they were eating and been like, oh, can I take a photo? Because I don't know, that feels really awkward, and I could have just done it and it would have been fine. But I just felt weird. But instead, what I did, my friend and I, what we ended up doing was something that was even more, I feel like, awkward. I proceeded to get my food, and then we sat on a bench nearby them to, like, wait for them to stop eating their food. Which is, like, really weird. I should have just went up and asked them, but to be fair, I was also eating my food. So it would have been silly to walk up already eating food asking for a photo. But anyway, I finished my food, and a few minutes passed by of me and my friend just being on our phones as we idle and wait for these cosplayers. And finally, the person that was cosplaying as Raftalia stops eating, and it was finally my time to strike. And so, with the confidence of absolutely nothing, I walk up and I say, hey, I really like your cosplays. Could I get a picture? And let me just tell you, I should not be afraid to ask cosplayers to take photos, because the light in the guy's eye who was cosplaying Naofumi, they like lit up. He was so happy that I asked for a picture. And so I got a picture. I just stood between them, that both of them posed. My friend took the picture, and that was that. And I was so happy that I asked. So anyway, if you are afraid to ask a cosplayer to take a photo, just don't. They're really excited and happy to take a photo, even if it's like a really popular cosplayer or whatever. It makes their day. I genuinely saw the happiness in that guy's eyes, the light up. And as we were taking the picture, I was like, yeah, I really like Shield Hero. Like, it was really cool. And it was sick. Their cosplays were really cool too. They had the full wig, the whole fit and everything. And I was like, dang, bro even had the shield. I mean, the whole the whole thing about Shield Hero is him having a shield, so I think it would just make sense for him to have the shield and whatnot. So like, it just made sense. But yeah, no, it was really cool to show up there and do that. So yeah, as some advice, if you are too scared to ask a cosplayer for a photo, just do it anyway. They are so happy. And so, yeah, that was really fun. And then I think that was kind of it for day 2 of renfaire. We just kept walking around, did other stuff. Oh, this was the other thing that I needed to tie in. So, at the very end of the renfaire, of the festival or whatnot, I think at like 7, 8 p.m., they do a fireworks show, right? So my friend and I are like, let's go see the fireworks because, duh, it's a fireworks show. Let's go frickin' see some fireworks. And so we didn't have anything to do the hour prior to the fireworks show, so we decided to just show up to where the fireworks show would be so we could get good seats, because everybody wants to see the fireworks show. If we don't show up early, we're not going to get good seats, right? So we walk over to the arena to get seats, and we sit down and kind of just idle for 30 minutes. What we didn't know is that before the fireworks show, there is a fire show. As in people having really long sticks and setting the ends on fire and then like twirling them and like doing crazy stuff with fire and stuff like that, right? And so my friend and I didn't know this at all. We were just there for the fireworks. But this was a plus. It was entertainment, and we were entertained. And as we were watching this fire show, the whole show was about going through the 4 seasons. I honestly can't really tell you what the show was about. I just there was stuff going on. It was really hard to hear the speakers whenever they were telling the story of this show. But I knew that they were going through the different seasons because they started off in spring, played some music, did a dance, moved to summer, did the same thing, played some music, did a dance. We moved to fall, and I'm sitting there, I'm captivated by what's going on. I'm like, this is a really cool fire show. And the music starts playing because, they need music to represent the season. And in 2 seconds, I hear the music they start playing. And immediately I clock it. And I go to my friend, I turn to my friend and I go, is this music from Inazuma from Genshin Impact? And mind you, I wouldn't have expected Genshin music to be at renfaire. That is like one of the last places. I mean, some of the music from Genshin could totally be used at renfaire, like Mondstadt or whatever. But Inazuma is inspired by Japan. And not saying that can't work for this fire show, but I was just really confused at whatever was happening, right? And so I turn to my friend and I go, is this music from Inazuma? And my friend, laughs, and she's like, there's no way, whatever. The music keeps playing, and I'm sitting there, and the more it keeps playing, the more I go, no, this is definitely music from Inazuma, and specifically from the Raiden Shogun trailer. It was either her demo or her literal trailer, if you look up Raiden Shogun trailer, and I was pretty sure it was that. And then the beat dropped in the song, and it solidified all of the thoughts I had. And right as the beat dropped, my friend and I, we turned to each other, and we're like, ain't no way that this is actually music from Inazuma, and they are dancing to it at renfaire. And I was freaking out, because I had just seen a Raiden Shogun cosplayer the day before, and I had a Yai Miko plushie on my belt loop. So it's like, I knew where this music was coming from, and my friend and I were just absolutely losing our minds at the fact that they're playing Inazuma music. That is just the last thing I expected at renfaire, and it was just such a good addition to the night, because it was just so random, and I was genuinely so confused but really happy. I think I'm really proud of myself for recognizing that it was Inazuma music quite literally within the first 2 seconds of that track playing. But what? That's just so random. But anyway, overall, renfaire was a really fun time, and I genuinely enjoyed it. I definitely want to go next year, and every year that I keep going, my outfits get better and better, and I have a good idea for an outfit that I want to do next year, but I gotta figure things out, and also I gotta figure out when we're even going to renfaire and whatnot. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun, and it was just super silly, but related to renfaire, but also very quickly, water break. If you guys need water, make sure to drink water. Thank you for the reminder, Kat. I appreciate it. I did drink some water before the start of this broadcast because it is very important for my throat, and also hydrating is a good thing. Be sure to take care of yourself. Being dehydrated is never good. If you're ever really tired in the morning and you've already eaten, drink some water, because sometimes it's just the fact that you're dehydrated, and this may or may not be a personal thing, of the fact that sometimes, and when I mean sometimes, I mean every single day, I wake up and I eat food and I go, why am I so tired? I got 8 hours of sleep, and then I drink water, and then I just wake up. Or I also heard that if you're still hungry after you eat, that you might be dehydrated, but I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not Google. So, anyway, but related to renfaire in a way is the night in between day 1 and day 2 of renfaire. So, I don't have any bait on my fishing rod. Let me fix that real quick. But basically, between day 1 and day 2 of renfaire, that night in between, basically, I'm overcomplicating this. The night of day 1, right? So I mentioned this in the last broadcast that I play 2 games by Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero. And Zenless Zone Zero, I had been playing this game since the release date, which is July 3rd. It got released in the United States July 3rd. Not the children yearn for the mines. No, that's like, okay, hold on. Pausing my train of thought. That is the only good thing that came out of the Minecraft trailer, was saying that line, the children yearn for the mines. Everything else about that trailer was trash. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I already went on a rant about this at the start of the broadcast. So, I've covered it. But back to what I was talking about, the story that I was saying. So, Zenless Zone Zero, I had been playing this game every single day since the release date. So I have a streak. Mentally, I have a streak that I have not broken yet of logging on and doing my dailies every single day for Zenless Zone Zero. Like, the day that I miss my daily for that game, it's over. Skull emoji. I'm off, right? But I'm at renfaire, night 1 of renfaire, and going to renfaire, we had to get an Airbnb, and I don't have a laptop, I just have a PC setup, and that's kind of all I need. I don't normally travel a lot to need a laptop to bring to play more games or whatever, and plus, my friend brought their laptop to like the Airbnb, and they play Genshin and Zenless Zone Zero. So I was like, okay, as long as you bring your laptop, I'll be able to do my dailies, both my Genshin dailies and my Zenless Zone Zero dailies, right? And so it's night 1, and I need to do my Zenless Zone Zero dailies. And I open her laptop. She's really nice, just lets me use it because she's watching a show, and I go to the launcher, and I forgot that Zenless Zone Zero had literally updated to the new banner like a few days before, and my friend, she doesn't actively play Zenless Zone Zero, so her launcher in game was not updated. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was around 10 p.m. when I realized this happened. And so I go, okay, no biggie, I'll update the game, duh. But we're at an Airbnb. The internet is not good. There's no Ethernet, the internet is bad, and the laptop is connected to Wi-Fi. And the update is, I don't really know how big. I would say like 5 to 10 gigabytes. I do not quote me on that, but it's a large update since it's a new banner with a bigger story. And so I go, no biggie, I'll update the game. It's 10 p.m. I click update. It gives the like estimate of when it'll be done, 2 hours. And in my head, I'm kind of freaking out because I think when I look back on it, I'm pretty sure Zenless Zone Zero, their servers don't reset until 3 to 4 a.m. like CST, so I didn't really have to freak out like I did on that day, but in my head, I was convinced that if I didn't log on before 12 a.m., my streak of logging on daily since July 3rd was over, and I am panicking, low-key, because the internet isn't great, it's not updating fast enough, and I was convinced I was going to lose my streak. And I'm like, ain't no way this is going to happen. Like, I need my streak. This cannot be the reckoning, the day in which I lose my streak and leave this earth. And so I start thinking in my head what to do. Like, how do I get over this? And I'm like, okay, I'll go download it on my phone because it's an app on my phone. 2 things. First off, if you download Genshin or Zenless Zone Zero, it'll only download the demo of the game, and then you have to download the full game. But because I've already done the demo in Zenless, I just had to download the full game. And this was a bad idea because I was using the Wi-Fi, so it made the laptop that was updating the game even slower because I was also trying to download Zenless on my phone. So, wasn't really a good idea in hindsight. And in my head, I'm like, this isn't fast enough. Like, what do I do? And I think it's around 10:30, 10:40, and I panic. So I call one of my friends who I know has a laptop and has played Zenless, and I'm like, oh my god, bestie girl, I need your help. And she's like, what's up? I normally never call her without warning, and so she probably thinks this is like some emergency or something, which it basically is because it's my Zenless daily streak. But I call her and I go, hey, bestie, is there any chance you could update Zenless Zone Zero on your laptop and log into my account so you could just, just get the login? I don't even need her to do the dailies that I needed to get done. I just needed her to log in and just make sure that I logged in for the day. And she's like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that. But as she is going to update the game, she realized that her laptop doesn't have a lot of storage on her laptop. And so she's trying to clear files. She's trying to delete some files on her laptop just so she can be a real one and download Zenless for me to keep up my streak. But she kind of comes back to me and she's like, hey, I don't think I'll be able to do this. Like, I'm trying, but I don't have high hopes that this will be able to get done. And I'm like, no worries, I appreciate the effort, first of all, but I have a backup plan, right? My roommate. And my backup plan is my roommate because I know that his PC is connected to Ethernet. I know that our apartment's Wi-Fi is really good. So in my head, it's now 11 p.m. And I go, if I call my roommate right now, I'm pretty sure there's enough time for him to download Zenless because he has not played this game before. He's played Genshin, but he has not played Zenless. And I go, okay, backup plan time. So, hang up on my bestie, thank her for all the work that she tried to do, and I ring my roommate. And keep in mind, I don't call these people out of the blue. Normally I text them, text my roommates, whatever. Call my roommate. He picks up, and he's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, are you busy right now, and can you do me a favor? And he's like, yeah, what? I'm not busy, what do you need? I think he was just playing Valorant, or he was about to play Valorant. And I'm like, hey, so this might sound crazy, but can you download this 50 gigabyte game for me so you can log in to my account just so the game registers that I logged in for the day? And bro's just like, yeah, I can do that, easy. And then I tell him what to do. I just tell him to go download Zenless, whatever. The game downloads in like 10, 15? I'm not too sure. I don't remember how long it took for the game to update. But basically, I'm on the phone with him for a bit, but then he gets pinged to go play Valorant, and he's like, yeah, just send me your login info, and I can log in and do this for you. And so I'm like, yeah, bet, okay, have fun playing Valorant, and I hang up. And then for the next 20 minutes is me just sitting there trying to not freak out that I'm about to lose my daily streak while I wait for his game to download and stuff, and I'm literally just waiting for him to text me and be like, oh yeah, I logged into your account. And 20 minutes go by, and it's like 11:40, and I go check my friend's laptop, the laptop that is with me that was updating Zenless, and it had like 20 minutes left on it, and I kind of laughed to myself because I was like, I'm pretty sure the game would have updated before 12. But anyway, 20 minutes pass, I'm freaking out. But my friend, my roommate, finally texts me and is like, is this what you needed me to do? And just sent me a picture of him, like, inside Zenless, that he logged into my account and did the thing. And I was like, yes, that is all you needed to do. Thank you so much. And so, basically, the story is that I freaked out for no reason, and I got my daily streak, and I've still continued to this day to have I've played Zenless every single day since July 3rd, and I did not lose my streak then, and I hope I never will ever again, because that game is so much fun. But anyway, shout out to my bestie and my roommate for being a real one and doing that for me. No, literally, W roommate, bro was not even phased. He was just like, yeah, I'll play Valorant while downloading that in the background, and then just did that. And then I asked him if he ended up deleting the game because it is like 50 gigabytes, and he was like, oh, I forgot. And it's not like that like matters to him, but I was just like, well, thank you, you know. Good to know that if for some reason I run into this issue in the future, I can just call my roommate and say, hey, can you log into my Zenless account? But no, seriously, that my daily streak on Zenless means so much to me. Just as much as my Duolingo streak. I both have a Zenless streak and a Duolingo streak. Oh, is it raining? It just suddenly got darker in webfishing, and I got so scared for a moment. But I have a Duolingo streak. For any of you guys wondering, I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo, and I have like an 107-day streak so far. I kind of just decided to learn Japanese because I wanted to learn how to sing songs in Japanese and get better pronunciation. Also, in the long term, it would be cool to learn and be vaguely fluent enough to, like, listen to anime and just have subtitles, or just be able to listen to anime. What? What is this what did I just catch? Wait, did you guys see that? It was so tiny. Why is it... Wait, why is it so tiny? Wait. It's not even, it's not even like a tiny version, it's just tiny. Is this how tiny it is in real life? Oh my god. You can barely see it, it's just like a sparkle. Ain't no way I just caught this. I mean, heck, this is great. Guys, look at this little guy. Look at this little guy that I got. Hey, he's so cute. He's just so tiny. But yeah, I have a Duolingo streak, and it's been nice. Just learning Japanese passively at this point. Hold on one moment. I had to clear my nose. Did not want to just snort into the microphone. Don't think you guys would like that. And if you do like that, I'm not giving that to you, and you're weird for liking that. Anyway, but yeah, those are just like my silly little stories that I just remembered about when I was prepping stuff for this stream. If you can tell that things are different on the stream for like the overlay in the game itself, I'm still fine-tuning everything with the evening reel, with the overlays and the aesthetics and everything. So if you see stuff changing between each broadcast and whatever, it's because of that. I'm still connecting everything, but I'm having a good time. I'm actually really enjoying this, and I felt like motivated to do this for once compared to every other project that I've done where I'm like, oh boy. But this one I'm like, this is sick. But yeah, if you see stuff changing, that's what it is. I'm still fine-tuning, tweaking a lot of stuff, so just bear with me in that regard as I get everything sorted with that. But let me see. Oh, wowie zowie. We've hit 1 hour in the broadcast. I'm actually surprised. Again, I kind of prepped some like different topics to talk about, and I'm kind of surprised that my stories lasted for so long. I'm not mad. I'm happy actually, but that was crazy to be honest with you. But yeah, no. Overall, Renfaire was super fun. The Minecraft movie is going to be garbage. No one can change my mind about that. I genuinely think the Minecraft movie is going to be terrible. And the new Genshin banner that just dropped is also not that cool, and I just don't like it. So, what can I say about that? But let me catch one more fish, and then we will move on to the last part, which is mainly just the gambling aspect of web fishing and hoping I can get the grand prize of, I think, $100,000 from the scratch-off tickets. And I guess we'll see what ends up happening. Do I even have bait? Oh, I do. Okay. I've been duped so many times by sitting here for so long and not catching any fish that anytime it lasts longer than 30 seconds, I assume that I don't have bait. But don't worry, I do. Also, have you guys... I don't... Okay, I'm going to assume that most everybody is on TikTok, but have you guys been getting these, like, stupid TikTok... It's a TikTok trend with, like, pictures of cats, and it has to do with Evil Burger. And it'll be, like, try not to get scared challenge. I got a burger, and I was hoping it's not evil... Gasp, it's Evil Burger with side of horror fries. Like, have you guys seen those TikToks? Because it's been taking over my my TikTok feed, and they're so stupid, but they are so funny. Genuinely, I enjoy them. Also, if I jump off here, will I just... Oh, okay. I loves that account. No, it's so funny. I keep getting so many of them, and I've saved like 15 of them at this point, but they're also stupid and funny. I think, like, I was trying to remember my favorite one, because they're all so stupid. I think another one that I really liked was, like, try not to get scared challenge. Oh no, is that Jeff the Killer? I'm Jeff the Killer, and I'm gonna Jeff the Kills you. Like, it's so stupid, but I genuinely love that account and all of the memes that come with it. They're so stupid, but really funny. And that TikTok trend cracks me up, and I hope they continue it for the rest of their life, because it is genuinely so good, and I need to show everybody those TikToks, because they're so dumb. Another TikTok trend that I really, really like, let's buy 5 scratch-off tickets, yes. But before we scratch these, another TikTok trend that I get is the... I hope that some of you guys have gotten this trend, or I might just seem crazy since I've memorized this whole bit, but it's the melon be smellin'. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, the melon be smellin'. And if you don't, well, I'm gonna do the whole bit, because I will literally be out walking my dog, and I will just think of that, and I'll just start saying it to myself. So the whole bit, bear with me. It's welcome back to Melon Be Smellin', and today Melon will be smelling shrimp. And then cue the part where Melon will smell the shrimp, and then most likely Melon will, like, bleh, make a bleh sound, and then he goes, ooh, Melon does not like what she be smelling. And then he has another cat, his name's Finn, and he goes, and now it's time to let Finn get a treat in. And then he gets the treat, and he goes, arise, my son. And then Finn gets on his legs and arises. Anyway, that's so stupid. But that's one of my other favorite trends that I love to hear and get on TikTok, is just Melon be smellin'. I think it's a great bit, and it's so good. But anyway, enough with all of the stories. It's time to get down to gambling, because I know how much you guys love gambling, and so do I. I really like gambling. But what did you say? I do not think I have seen this, but I have seen Gumbus touching things. Is that the cat with, like, thumbs? I don't know who Gumbus is, but I feel like I know what you're talking about. But then again, I'm thinking of that TikTok trend. No, he has eyes. What? Okay, I don't know who Gumbus is then. Never heard of Gumbus. He has big eyes. I love Gumbus. I don't know who Gumbus is. And I'm actually kind of terrified if he has eyes. What the heck? When you said Gumbus touching things, I thought of the TikTok trend, like the evil burger, but it's like day in a life of one of these things, and it's a cat with the thumbs, and it's like, I'm going to touches you. And that's what I was thinking about, but it appears that is not what you were talking about. Those TikToks are great. But gambling. Back to gambling. The grand prize of 100,000. I truly wonder with every broadcast of the evening reel if I will ever actually get the grand prize of $100,000. And if I do, there are 3 different tiers of scratch-off cards, so I would just go to the next tier and try to win that one. But anyway, let's see what we have. That's not where the winning number. Alright, our winning numbers are 10, 32, 31, 20, and 12. Let's see. Come on. Big rolls, big rolls. Let's get big money, big money. Yeah, big money. Come on. Flip. Man. Flip. Okay, another. 12, 5, 18, 17, 41. Alright, having a good feeling about this. Why? There's no reason. I just have a good feeling about this. And my hopes are dwindling. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, I won $100. That is so worth it, and totally not like I spent $350 on the scratch off. So, oh my god, Pog, guys, I made $100. Okay, next one. 32, 24, 6, 44, 17. Come on, let me win again. Let me go on a winning streak, you know? That'd be really cool. I win the rest of these. Come on, big money. Okay, maybe I'm having too high hopes for this. Okay. I hope I don't win. Oh man, I would hate to win $100,000. Wouldn't you guys? Man, I sure hope I don't win the grand prize of $100,000, and I sure hope I win $10. Alright, 29, 41, 13, 40, 20. Alright, I sure hope I don't win money, because I hate money. Capitalists hate to see me coming. In more ways than one. Dang it! Man, I thought reverse psychology would work. Should have brought beer. Oh my god, I should have. Next time. I'll try to remember. Remind me for next time. Maybe that's what will make me win. Alright, last one? I don't remember. 22, 20, 25, 29, and 4. Let's go. Please, I would like to win. Or maybe not. Well, reverse psychology didn't work last time. I don't care. Oh my god, it worked. I won $100. Guys, this is epic. Oh my gosh, wow. Those were all 5 things, and I won 2 of them for a grand total of $200, and I spent, let me calculate really quickly, 350 times 5. I spent $1,750 and I made back 200. If that doesn't count as a win, then I don't know what is. That was totally worth it. I'm so glad. Now let's sell all of our fish that we just caught, and let's see. So the overall goal for, not the overall goal, but one of the side goals for the evening reel is to save up $9,999,999 for a really cool fishing rod. And now we are at $234,554. We're gonna be here for a while, especially if I don't play this game off broadcast, offline. Then this is gonna take a while. I don't even remember how much money I just made selling all of that. But you know what? I was gonna say we're here for a good time, not a long time, but that wouldn't make sense for this because it definitely seems like this is going to take a really long time. Plus, I still need to do this and fill out my journal. But whatever. Anyway, that will be the broadcast. Let me wrap up this broadcast. It was really fun doing it. I'm glad to have done this today, and I've figured out and revised how this goes. But anyway, that will be the broadcast, and I will be here next Tuesday. So be sure to catch me there. Get it? Because I really need to think of other fish puns that aren't just catch you there or like reeled you in. I need to get more creative. Learn some other fish that I can make puns of. Anyway, if y'all got suggestions, like leave them down below. I'm not original. I'll steal people's jokes. I'll steal people's bits. I'm not even ashamed to say it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'll be here next Tuesday and Thursday, same time, same place on YouTube, and I will be trying to make a video to consolidate this in the first stream. So keep an eye out on that, because that should be. I don't know how I have a plan. That's just the goal, but. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a pleasure being your entertainment for this evening, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye, guys.